Tell me what I am muted. This is not going to happen again. Affliction shall not rise the second time. Oh. Just give me a moment. Let me see whether. All right. Yes. So how are we doing? Happy Sunday to you all. Just give me a moment. I'm just gonna check and make sure that okay, just notification here and there. Just yeah, it's been a busy weekend, but it's good. I like it. Okay, okay. So hope you're doing okay. How is the family? How has your day been? Mine has been blessed. I'm thankful to God. So I'm just here this evening because I need to share something with you. I received lots of inquiries over the weekend, and that showed me something that you know ordinary people are willing to go into the next step of their life, like into the next stage of their life. You know, I realized that most of the inquiries I had over the weekend, like every one of the people that reached out to me over the weekend, we're just ordinary people, but they're just looking to transition into the online space because they see that that's the new good mind now. They can also see that, that is where the world is going, and that is how to, leverage the resources we have at our disposal at the moment. Because, we had a Zoom meeting yesterday for, people who are asking about our business, and the turnout was unbelievable. Well over 30 people joined that meeting. And I looked at it this way that, wow, so people are out there wanting more. Four action takers for me this weekend. Four action takers this weekend. Just been Saturday, yesterday, and today. Four action takers. Four people paid 149. That means that people are actually looking for how to transition, and these are everyday people. These are ordinary people. Like I was an ordinary person. Like I am extraordinary now. Like we're just ordinary everyday people who are looking for more ways to liberate from the rat race. Because I can tell you this, there is a system in place for every 9 to 5 worker. There is a system, and that system is fixed. You cannot go there and change it, right? So the system is you work maybe for 40 years, retire, get your pension, and live life minimally. But what if I tell you that you can create, you don't have to follow a system, you can create your own life. And that is why most of us stepped out of our comfort zone and say, you know what, the 9 to 5 cannot give us the kind of life we want to create. So we stepped out and we decided that, we're going to explore, we're going to see how we can make this life that we want, how we can create this life that we want by ourselves, instead of waiting for the system to hand us what they have. And honestly, that is what the system have. They can't give more than they have, right? Because they have to serve everybody. They have to serve everyone. But some of us feel like, no, the system cannot serve me the way I want. So I want to be able to create what I want, at my retirement, for my life, for my children. I want to be able to say, okay, I just want to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I want to be off the rest of the week. I just want to be able to, say, okay, I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't want to go to work until next week, Wednesday. I want to be able to do that, right? Some of us want to be able to do that. To be able to do that, you need to create it yourself. The system will not hand you that. There's no system that will hand you, freedom, luxury, flexibility. You have to make it happen. And that is why, some of us looked at it and we saw that no, we don't want to be, tied down with the system. We want to create a flexible life for ourselves. And that was me 3 years ago. I was looking for how to create life on my own terms, how to, start something that can give me freedom. I started searching, and in February 2023, just after my birthday, I found this business. I did my due diligence, and I researched the companies. I checked the system. I saw, okay, what am I going to be doing here? I took my time to understand, and that is what I always say to my people, like anyone that reach out to me. At the end of the day, it's going to be your decision. At the end of the day, nobody will be sitting here to explain to you, or nobody will be sitting here to help you, right, run your business. Nobody will be sitting here to hold your hand and say, okay, go live, go. It's you that will decide that, okay, I'm going to do live. I'm going to create awareness about my business. So when I started this business, I did my due diligence. I searched in my heart, is this for me? Okay, now, what am I doing now? Am I enjoying what I'm doing now? So in 2 years from now, if I continue to do this, what change will happen to me, or for me rather? And when I looked at it, I saw that, okay, the same thing that I'm doing at the moment, I have been doing it for 5 years at that time, and nothing has really changed. Comfortable, yes, you'll be comfortable. Of course, comfort, you have comfort. But is this what you want? Are you able to, you know, create what you want? Are you flexible? That's the question I'm putting to you, because those were the things I asked myself. I did that reality check, and I realized that no, there was no flexibility for me. Well over 2 years ago, I was juggling multiple jobs. I'll leave my children. Sometimes I'll tell them, look, this is what you take tomorrow and all of that, because my husband is also away doing one or two things as well. I came to realize that life cannot continue like that. And looking at my children, I realized that they're growing so fast. And that was it for me. I told myself I needed to create a flexible lifestyle for me, even if it's going to take me 2 years to be able to achieve that. But if I didn't take that step then, 2.5 years ago, hmm, if I didn't close my eyes and decide and take that bold step and dive into the business and start my business, today I will still probably be doing what I was doing 2.5 years ago, that I have been doing at that time, for well over 5 years. So that would mean that 7.5 years, I'm still doing the same thing with no results. But I tell you, 2.5 years down the line in my business, over the weekend, for Action Taker, no labor, I woke up to them. Today, I woke up to Action Taker. Yesterday, I woke up to two Action Takers. This evening, my mentee already had Action Taker. And that is to tell you that, the moment people see that, okay, what you are offering them will change their life, they key into it. People have seen me come out here for 2.5 years. I've been here on this page running the same business. And, I have grown. People have seen me grown. People have seen me, a different person. Proud to starting this business. I wasn't looking this beautiful. I wasn't looking this young. If I tell you my age, you'd be like, what? You remove 10 years from it. But at the proud to starting my business, I was working so hard. You could see it on my face. You could see it on my body. You could see it all over me that, wow, this woman is hardworking. She's working. But now I'm still hardworking, but I'm working smart, because I run a business that, give me I've been on a phone call with people today, about my business. I've helped my mentees. Yesterday, I helped my mentees a lot, but I didn't feel tired, because it's from the comfort of my home. While I was helping them, food was cooking on the stove. And that is my business. That's me coaching them. That's me mentoring them. We had meeting yesterday, helping our mentees as well, our team. I wasn't tired after it. We actually sat, and we had a gist. We cracked, and we also we also shared idea on how to grow. And that's what you will be doing. Just advert, run a legitimate business, show people that you can help them to start a business. Because I badly wanted to start a business, 3 years ago. I prayed into 2023, prayed, rolled on the floor. I was on the fire altar. And if you know that altar, you know that you don't just play jelenke. You pray with all your body. I prayed, I cried into 2023. I told God, I need, some, I've done several things in the past. I've sold, I've gone into, beauty and cosmetics and all of those things. But, I wasn't getting what I wanted. So I prayed. And when you pray, God will show you the way. And God, showed me this business just 2 months into 2023. To me, I counted that as my birthday gifts for that year. Because I was praying for birthday gift. I prayed to God, give me a birthday gift, something that will blow my mind. It didn't come on my birthday, but just after my birthday, I just saw that message. I'm like, what? I just saw the message, and I went through it. I saw that, okay, everyday people were in that business achieving extraordinary results. I keyed into it. I keyed into it. I did my due diligence, watched the webinar, paid my 149. After my 149, I went in, I saw that, okay, this is the packages I could start with. I started with the best package because I knew that I'm going to succeed in this business. Because I had prayed to God, it wasn't accidental that I saw this business. It was divine. It was God showing me that this is the way to go, my daughter. This is what I want you to do. And I saw people in the business. Most of the people in our business are faith driven. Most of the people in our business, they have the fear of God. You don't have to go to church or mosque to have fear of God. Most of the people in our business, our coaches, our leaders, they have the fear of God. They have fear of, they have that desire to help. So when you are starting my online business, when you're starting this business with me, you are starting a business that will put you in a place of helping others, of changing people's story. My mentor actually changed my story by putting that message to me, by sending that message, and by not resting. Because I tell you, I wasn't a social media person. I always say it here. So it baffles me when people say I'm not a social media person, I cannot do online business. Says who? Who know me before in this online? Nobody know me for here before in this online space. I just prayed to God, and God showed me that this is the way, and I keyed into it. And even when I wasn't a tech savvy person, I wasn't a social media person, God just told that woman, continue to send that message to that girl, she will read it. One day I opened my messenger and I found the message. I will not open messenger, I don't open Facebook, but I opened it and I saw it, and I saw it rather, and I'm like, wow, okay, maybe I post once. In fact, if you look at my posts before 2023 August, you will see that they are old posts like happy birthday and all of those things. Okay, 2014 went to Namibia was my last post there. Then Facebook will remind you, then you can just reshare. That's what I was doing. But when I started my business, I saw the training, everything. I went through the training, I went through the mentorship. My mentor was there, my coach, I was able to set up the entire community. The entire community, people I didn't know from anywhere. I went to, there are so many groups. And that's one thing I always say to people. As long as you're open to learning, as long as you have open mind, you know that, okay, you are coming here, your mindset in everything you do, your mindset is very important. If you start a course and you already have mindset that, hey, am I going to pass? It will not pass. So if you start a business, you must have a positive mindset. If you start a program, if you have any projects you are doing, if you see it as a finished project, you will finish it. So it's the same thing, everything in life, your mindset really matters. So when I was coming here, I had the mindset that I was going to succeed. And I knew that it's not going to be easy. It's not, Rome was not built in a day. I didn't become a registered nurse in one day. I became a registered nurse after several years of, maybe not several, after 4 years of active studying, practical, clinical, before I could become a registered nurse midwife in Nigeria. And in Namibia, it wasn't in one day I became Namibian registered nurse. I had to go through their training as well. I did their exams. I was like panel of people sitting. Namibia, their own exam is even different. It's not the one that you go and meet patients. They sit in a panel, they start asking you questions, medical questions. So you need to know. So those things didn't come easy. So when I started my business, I wasn't coming in for a quick fix. I was not coming in for an easy, an easy business. There's no business in this life that is easy. But if you have structure, if there's a structure, if there's mentorship, if there's coaching, if there's community support, you have everything you need to succeed. And when I saw that, I knew I'm here to succeed. And I knew I was going to succeed. And 2.5 years down the line, it's just been awesome. It's just been glorious. Now I create flexibility. Now my life is easy than before. Before, 6 days, 5 days a week, juggling. Sometimes I travel 1 hour to get to the shift, travel another 1 hour back from that shift agency. You do 1 hour to go and catch 11 hours shift because most people don't pay break. So you spend 12 hours there, you get paid 11 hours. So it means that you are spending 26 hours to get 22 hours pay. In my business, if you spend 4 hours, good 4 hours, solid 4 hours in your business, in one day, 4 hours. We don't even spend 4 hours. When I started, who get time? 30 minutes there, 30 minutes there, 1 hour here, 1 hour there. When I'm off, okay, maybe chunk of 2 hours, lock myself, do my training, apply, do my post, schedule my post, 2 hours, lock myself in when I'm off. And I've been able to create a thriving business in 2.5 years. I'm just grateful to God. So if you're out there, you're also, thinking, these people, I don't think I can do it. So we are ordinary people. We are ordinary people. We learned and we grew. We are just everyday people like you. I was just everyday people like you, a registered nurse. I go to work, I do my calls, and go back to the office, do 1 or 2 things, assessment, care, and that's what I used to do. Only that. But 2.5 years ago, I just decided that enough was enough. I needed to create the life that I want for myself, and I created it. I created it. I'm not 100% where I want to be, of course, but I'm a work in progress, and that is what matters. Growth. But I can tell you, 2.5 years down the line, I can't even drive 1 hour. Where do I have the energy? Not anymore. But then when I was doing it, the energy was there. Even if I don't want to drive, I would still drive. No, in snow. My car crashed. It's going to be 3 years in March. From, coming from, I won't say it, crashed, crashed inside the snow as my car skidded and went into the ditch, completely written off. And how much shifts. And it was one of the things, and at that moment I realized that things have to change. At that moment I realized things have to change, and I made that decision because I know that if something does not push you to do something, sometimes you don't do it. But don't wait until something pushes you. Do not wait. Do not wait until there is that scary occurrence before you now realize that you need to make something happen for you, because before you know that, okay, you need to create a flexible lifestyle for yourself. Please don't drive 1 hour to shift again and not have a business. If you're still out there, you're driving up to an hour to go and catch 11 hours shifts, and you don't have a side hustle. It's a sin. Don't do that. You're still working 6 days a week and you don't have a side hustle. Please go and look for something to do on the side, so that 2 years down the line, to that thing that you're doing, you already cut down at least by 2 days. I've cut down by 3 days. So if you're still working multiple jobs and all of that, it's okay. It's still paying the bills. It's going to help you raise a capital to start, your business. But you need to have a side hustle. If your one job is not enough, even if your one job is enough for you, is it enough to create a legacy? Hey, is it enough to build life that your children can see and build on? You see those rich people, I always say it here, Dangote or $1, their children cannot be poor. Because what? Daddy have built the foundation. They need to lay. If there's nothing, if there's no foundation to build on, they probably, you're about to say environmental kintoshi, but that's if you already build your legacy tree. If you don't want to, because if you build your legacy tree, your children will see it. They are not stupid. They can see that, okay, this is what our parents have done, and they will build on it. I know that. Yes, I know that because my children say, "Ah, mommy, you inspire me. You are the reason why you are unstoppable. So I want to be unstoppable." Hmm? They will strive, even if something now happen along the way. But they know that no, mommy is unstoppable. Daddy is unstoppable. Daddy have built this. We have to build on it. Our children also have to meet something. So if your 9 to 5 is enough for you, it's okay. But build something for your generation to come. But if your one single job is not enough, you are still taking extra. More reason, 100% reason why you need a side also. That will help you in 2 years from now to reduce how much you work. 3 years from now to probably help you cut down, the second job completely. 4 years from now, replace your income. That is our own goal. We want to replace that. We want to double. We have already replaced our income. Some of us have already replaced our income in this business. But I want to double, I want to triple my income. I want to have mortgage paid off, loan paid off, car, whatever paid off, everything paid off. I'm a free woman being. Yes, I've tripled my salary. Then I saved it times two. Then the one, yes, that's the one that goes in the big. And then you create another business from there. That is the life. That is how you become rich. You don't become rich by having just your salary. You're wealthy if you have business. If you have business, in your thinking you are wealthy. You are not limited. But if you don't have a business of your own, you are not a CEO. Then you are not well because you don't think by like a CEO. Oh my God. I don't only think like an employee now. I do my employee stuff. When I come back home, I'm a CEO. How can I make this work? What can we do here? But I'm a business coach. What strategy can I use? How can I help people more? How can I give the information that will help people to decide if this is a fit for them? Those are the things I'm thinking now. I don't just think as a registered nurse anymore. And I always share this here, like the joy of, I'm doing something different. When I go to work, I do something different. I care for people. I come here, I care for people. I care for a whole nation. I care for a whole generation. And then I help them to build a life that they desire. That to me is 100% value. So if you're out there, you don't have a side hustle, you don't have something you are doing, and you feel I'm ordinary people. I used to be an ordinary person, but I started online business. Now they will say I'm online business owner. Yes, I'm no longer an ordinary person. I'm now a digital business coach and a digital business owner. But I didn't start like that. I started as an ordinary person, as a registered nurse, who had no tech experience, who used to type with one finger. And I grew. I built my confidence. I started, learning, okay, all the space bar, like I knew those things, right? Because we do basic at work. But, now using it as my business, using it to create what to do, what to, do setup and all of that, complete form and all those things, it came with time. All of those things came with time. They came with time. It wasn't the day I started my business, I knew all those things. When I started my business, it took me how many weeks? 3 weeks to get my website set up. Some people only took them 1 week. Some people are very good. They're very techy. I have a business partner. She's also a registered now. 1 week, she already has a website. Say, how did you do it? Say, I was doing my training, So it depends on you. Me, it took me 3 weeks before I got a website. 2 weeks before I created my Facebook business page. I had to go through the training. But you know what? Now we even, have recorded videos and everything for you if you join my team. If you join my team, oh God, you'll be so proud of you in weeks. And I'm so proud of my new business partners. Like, in fact, I'm really inspired because they are coachable. They are, they follow simple video-based instruction to get themselves set up. So if you're out there, you don't have a business that you are running, and you are still juggling multiple jobs, you still drive 1 hour. No, don't do that. Don't do that thing again. It's not good. All right, so that's what I have for you this evening. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Felicia. I'm a mom, a wife, a registered nurse here in the UK. I'm a digital business coach and a mentor. What I do is I help people to start a successful online business with no prior experience. We're doing the same thing, mentoring people to start a business in the online space. You know, some people say, "Oh, what exactly is my own?" Exactly your own. What I'm doing now is going to be exactly your own. Sharing, our business model to people who are looking to start a business. You'll be attracting the right people that you want to work with. Like I'm attracting the people I want to work with. I mostly attract healthcare professionals, IT professionals, lawyers, doctors, and nurses as well. So those are the parents, people who are looking to build retirement plan and all of that. Those are the people that I target. Those are the people I want to work with because that is me. I am a parent. I'm a healthcare professional. I'm a professional. So I'm also, at that age where I'm looking at my retirement, where I'm looking, at future. I don't want to put all of my eggs in one basket. I don't want to be a burden to my children. I actually want to leave something for my children to see that, okay, this is what mommy has I've done. So we need to we need to build on it. So I'm at that stage. So if you're at that stage, you are over 30 and you don't already have your retirement plan. Yes, so 30. You don't have a retirement plan. You're thinking, I still have time. There's no time. I thought I had time. I left Nigeria when I was just over 30. Yeah, just over 30. And 12 years down the line is still so don't think that you have time flies. Time is the only thing that honestly I was saying to someone, I said time, when you look at time you think you see it's already 27 minutes on this Go Live, and I told my husband I'll be here 15 minutes and I'll be out to you, and he said, yeah, I trust you, you're not going to be 15 minutes. You don't know, time flies. I can't believe I'm already 27 minutes into this Go Live. And what did I talk about? I talked about, we as ordinary people thriving into the, transitioning into the online space. So what I do is I help you start a successful online business that can help you, create the kind of life you want. If you reach out to me, I'll share with you, the blueprints. I'll give you the blueprints. You have to do your own due diligence to know exactly what the business is about. So there is a payment of $149 that will give you full insight. If you're ready for that, then go and sign up on my website. People sign up, they don't even reach out to me, they just make their payment. I just told you that at the start of this Go Live because they want to know more about the business. They want to do their own due diligence. There's something called, my coaches used to say, micro commitments. Yes, so very tiny. It's just for you to, do your own part. I'm committing to my own future, to my own, life, to what I want to do. This is my own commitment for my life. Getting information is commitment. So to get the full information, there's $149. There's no exclusive rundown. There's no how I can do exclusive rundown with 3 hours worth of video. So I don't do exclusive rundown. You are interested, you sign up on my website and you feel like, okay, the structure resonates with you. It's online business. Yes, we have, already product partnership. You're not going to be selling, but you do the marketing part. That's your own job. You drive traffic to your website where people go and get info about your business. You don't necessarily have to talk to someone. Most of the people that paid 149 with me, the one that will even call you and roll ledger from morning to night, they are the one that they are not serious. But when people see the structure, people who are really keen on starting something new in the online space, when they see the structure, most of the time it resonates with them. They don't, stress you. They just pay their own 49. They just do the micro commitment to get the full package. And at the end of the day, it's refundable within 30 days if you do not book your coaching call. If you pay your 149, you get 3 hours worth of video that dissects everything about our business. You feel it's not a business for you, it's okay. 30 days money back guarantee. You see it, you feel like, okay, this is something I want to do. This looks like a business for me. Then take the next step, book your coaching call, get started, and start rocking your business. I can tell you, time waits for no one. 2.5 years ago, when I started, when I actually, looked into this and said, you know what, I think I'll do it. I didn't know that 2 years down the line, I'll be able to cut down so much on how much I work. I didn't know that 2 years down the line, I'll be able to, make so much from my business. I didn't know that 2 years down the line, I'll be able to help families, give hope to people who are like, oh, okay, I don't know how is my retirement going to be like and everything. Now people have hope. My people have hope now because they see what this business can do for them in 2, 3, 4, 5 years. This is not a get rich quick. Give yourself time because, of course, there's learning to be done. If you don't build foundation, you cannot just put blocks on top of ordinary leveled ground. You have to put foundation. In fact, if you buy a land in where there is water, you have to put something called raft. Share rafts in here. You put in pillar before you now put the foundation, right? So that it can be solid, so that it's not going to collapse, so that your building will not collapse. So when you start our business, you go through training. And the good thing is sometimes when you're in the training, my business partner who just joined, like in less than 2 months, she already has she has two action takers who one has actually booked coaching already to start a business. So which means that in less than 2 months, she's already, and she's still in training. So while you are still doing your training, you can already start training. While you're doing your training, yeah, it depends on you. You are the determinant in this business. You are the only one that can guarantee yourself. A lot of people come and say, "So what's the guarantee?" Looks like it's a risk. It's clinical. When you are coming to the UK, it's not risk. You carry flights from wherever country you come from. You risk it. Any business you are starting, right? If you don't have the right mindset, it cannot work. So when you are starting a business and you see that this business is legitimate, this business is not it's just like one person that is succeeding. Thousands of people, including me, are succeeding in this business. You see, thousands of people. It's not one person, it's not 2 person people. If it's one, we say, luck, or maybe luck, they are very lucky. Thousands. We are 273.2K as of now. When I checked our Facebook community, 273.2K of people globally. I have inquiries from Canada, from US, I have business partners in Sweden, in Ireland, and I'm here in the UK. In fact, in Northern Ireland, I don't have single person, but all over England, Scotland, and Wales, I have business partners. And I'm living here in Northern Ireland. So our business is global. You are not limited. You are not constrained. It's not a physical store where you are location bound. Only people, except if you are doing catering and you travel to go and cater for people. But if you have a physical store, I tell you, you are limited to that place, except if you have branches all over the world. Whatever is sold in that store is limited to people in that location, except if you do online deliveries. And we still talk about online business, you see. So online is just the way to go. So if you are interested, go onto my website. I'm going to mentor you to succeed in this business. If you are coachable, you're coachable, you're open to learning, you can stay plugged in, you are focused, be my guest. So I hope to see you on the inside. God bless you. Have a blessed night. Bye.